Hey Rebels. Okay, so let's read these cards and I'm gonna tell you about this foolery that you're seeing here up on the table. I know it may look good, it does actually look good, but it's also some fuckery. Spirit would like for you to keep in mind while we go through this reading that it is okay and that it is healthy for you to have a healthy level of rage. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Spirit. Anyway, so it says here with the fox, you must be quick to move out of uncomfortable move. You, you must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate and responsive and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Second card reads, when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. This is making so much sense. You are being open, okay, to something that's far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They may, oh, they make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. How I set up over there and went all over the place with that. Okay, this energy is like so irritating yet validating. And thank you, Spiderweb. Yeah. So to go back to a message that we had probably mid last week about that energy of feeling a spider web on your face and you constantly pinching at your face and scratching at your face, rubbing at your face, trying to remove of that spider web that will wind up having you go wash your face and dry it off. And then wash your face and dry it off and wash your face and dry it off. Spirit said you definitely need to cleanse yourself of this energy. But also remember, there is a such thing as having a healthy sense of rage. Now, back here in the background, we have believe in yourself, space. So there is much space needed for you, whomever this person is that we are about to talk about, honey. I'm telling you now. I feel that you definitely need space. And it's not that you're upset or that you're mad. You're just more so in a space of not even disappointment. You're just in a space of it is what it is. And it happened again. What is it about you that needs to change and adjust to prevent this from happening for as long as it winds up having its presence around you within your vicinity? Okay. All right. So I feel that you are definitely trying to formulate your words, that you are trying to make sure that whatever you may say, that you want to make it short, sweet, and simple. But you also want it to be something that is comprehensible, something that they can comprehend, because whomever this person is, y'all are in two different, ooh, Spirit said astro playgrounds. All right. All right. So regardless of how they show up here on earth, it's not how they are in the astral planes. And regardless of how you show up here on earth, it's definitely not who you are in the astral planes. They're gonna fuck around and find out. Yeah, Spirit said they understand and they get that you want them to fuck around and find out now. But that's where that healthy rage come in. Uh, mm, don't focus on it. Do what you need to do for you and move on about. Also back here, it says conquering your demons. So yeah. Getting yourself in order, making sure somebody doesn't get you out your body, even though you want the spirit of yourself to come down here and handle it, honey. Everything's happening in divine order. Because remember, when someone comes into your life, or you into well, obviously, when you come into their life, they come into your life, right? You're both learning lessons. You both are engaged in a shared experience, but that does not mean that that shared experience is going to read the same, right? Some people are just illiterate. Some people just they feel that they understood something fully, but they don't know it until like maybe the 12th or 15th time that they reread over it, okay? So also back here in the background, you have understanding consequences and looking at both sides. Mm. Spirit said if you dive just a little bit deeper and not force yourself to think about it, but just look at the parts of the equation that has already been laid out and presented to you, you will be able to see it for exactly what it is, which will make it easier for you to depart from whatever this situation is with this person. But to the reality of it all, educational purposes, entertainment purposes, use your own discernment because we're all on different parts of the timelines and in different eras, ERAS of ourselves. All right, so at the center of the read, you have the rich guy, and he's definitely been spewing out some dark magic in your way, your direction, your way. And he feels that you both are on the same level, but at the same time, and this is a contradiction, right? At the same time that he feels that you both are on the same level playing field, he realized that you're not. So he feels that he needs to poke his chest out and bring forth his entitlement, his imaginary diploma of him being entitled to be the boss and the leader. But there is something about you that makes him feel inadequate. Yeah. So you're revealing his false nature. All of this up here is him. All of this down here is you. Okay? But due to him being the center of the read, this is the energy of him. This is the energy of him, and this is what's surrounding the reality of his dark magic. So he was pissing him off, and it may even be a silent pissed off. So this is not to say that he is throwing a tantrum in a loud, being in the middle of a crowded room and all eyes are on him. That's part of his problem. He wants all eyes to be on him, but he's come to realize the attention that you bring whenever you enter a room, whenever something is said about you in a negative way from him. Others are realizing the energy behind what he's saying. So he's losing support. He's losing his support system of his flying monkeys. He's losing his support system of those who he's able to gossip to that will make him feel of a more hierarchy above you. And Spirit said that he really wants his thoughts of you to come to the end, not that he wants to see you in a favorable position. He's just really plain sick and tired of you just seeming that you are so perfect and that you can do so much more than what he anticipated. All right. So also as well, he wants to cause destruction to your light. He wants to imprison you within your own mind of who you are and what you are sure of yourself, projection, what you are sure of yourself about. I've never paid attention to this because I never had the rich guy and a rich girl side by side. Realize how he's pointing at his pinnacles, but realize how she's resting right on her pinnacles because she's sure she doesn't need to draw attention to what it is that she has. This guy, on the other hand, he definitely wants to draw attention to what he has. All right. But having you around is giving the opposite effect. Your presence, even though he realized that your presence is something that he lacks, he will never tell you that. Now, Spirit is telling me, what is it that you have that he doesn't have? The answer to that is your assurance of yourself, your energy. He does not have that, nor is he aligning himself in a way of understanding how he can practice that, not fake it until you make it, but how can he practice that? And so it can be solid and understood and not just interpreted as his own. Wow. All right. Even furthermore, and this has a lot to do with your ascension. And even if this is past experiences that you had, Spirit would like for you to pay attention to energies that remind you of this rich guy. Okay, because he's rich in no, he's not. Spirit said he's not rich in substance. He's rich in materialism. All right. Um, mm, but Spirit wants you to remember what you felt, not just what you experienced, but what you felt while dealing with a person like this. And if you're currently engaged in this type of situation, I wanted to call it a union. Spirit said, no, it's a situation. Confirmation. There it is. It's a situation confirmation. Spirit would like for you to remember how it is that you felt and the times that you unnecessarily defended yourself, but felt that it was necessary for you to defend yourself in your attempts to get you and this person on the same page. Spirit said those times that you felt that you needed to defend yourself were your open doors for you to leave the situation completely alone, honey. And with the, look, let me tell you, he cleanse yourself, not just your body, but cleanse your mind of feeling that you have any obligation of closure that is needed to be given to this person. Right? However you need to cut ties, cut them. Cut them. I just look, I do my best to give you, your options and everything. But Spirit said, no, with this situation, cut them. Especially if you made it this far in this message, cut them. Because Spirit's saying, due to the fact that we have given very little detail about this person directly, the fact that you're still here states that you know exactly who it is. And their character is extremely flawed. And they are codependent on your character. It's something about this person definitely wants to be the one to uplift you. But the issue is that you are already at the point and have arrived in the position that they want to lift you up to. So Spirit said they're unawareingly, that's interesting, unawareingly they're trying to knock you down, and so they can be the one to bring you back up. Okay, all right, yeah. So moving right along, the veil is going to be lifted. The veil has been lifted. Once you remove this person from your space, not immediate, because you have some mental work to do in understanding how this happened, why this happened, and the prevention of being able to allow it to happen again. You got unexpected money coming your way. So, honey, start manifesting on your mailbox, start manifesting on your bank account apps, whatever it is, however it is that you receive money, and leave it open ended, because who knows the other ways that you can, right? But Spirit is also saying that this has a lot, even more to do with you being able to have time to focus on you, being able to have time to focus on them projects, being able to have time to focus on those past dues, let it resonate for you. Those past dues that you were supposed to be focusing on, that due to your conflict of interaction with this person kind of made you feel projection kind of made you feel not in the energy of wanting to be able to handle, because of your fear of miscalculating something, or putting money someplace where it was not supposed to be, or not giving your project your all, right? So Spirit wants you to know that all that you've been thinking about, that you have been leaving to the wayside, you're going to be able to handle. You're going to be able to handle, and you are going to feel so light once you be able to just go ahead and handle these things and move them out the way. And yes, there's going to be that moment of thought within yourself of, why didn't I do this sooner? And the reason why you didn't do it sooner was because this person was leeching off of your energy, was because this person needed you to be distracted with the attention that they wanted you to give to them. All right, so Spirit is saying, Earth Angel, you do have protection. You do have protection, whether it be through this message, or whether it just be through you having the confidence and esteem to say, you know what, I really don't need a whole lot of confidence and esteem. I just need to go, because you already know what you know, and you already know what you need to do. the details of how and why this person decided that this death magic was necessary is going to reveal themselves. Spirit said this person is going to show an obvious tantrum. So though they're not showing an obvious tantrum with your presence being around, it's more so energetic. Once you leave and once you remove yourself and once this person realizes that you are really gone, that there's no turnaround, that you're not coming back, honey, there will be an obvious tantrum, and an obvious tantrum is going to show like this. Wow. The obvious tantrum is going to be who they decide to connect themselves with and the immediateness of their cockiness. And it's just going to ripple on from there. That does not sound like fun. That sounds like a hell of a distraction to me. But here with high honor, Spirit said you're going to be able to identify yourself again. You're going to be able to see yourself, not just who you've been with this person, but you are going to be able to identify yourself in why it was necessary for you to leave this person behind, because you were not able to be your complete self. You were not accepted as your complete self. You were not respected as an individual. This person genuinely had you around because of what you had as far as your love, your light, your caring, your nature, and your assets to promote them. All right, so I really do be forgetting, even though I'm going back and forth glancing at these cards. So sometimes I just literally just glance over them and I don't realize what's in front of me, honey. And the surprise is that Spirit said that once again, there's a reminder of there is a such thing as a healthy amount of rage. What's going to surprise you is that you're not even going to be as mad as you thought that you would be. That you're just going to be happy that you made it out the situation with as little taken away from you that you were able to replace. All right, you're not even going to be mad. It is not. In Spirit said, if you think to yourself, well, had I not gave that to him, I could have had so much more. Spirit said, don't even worry yourself about it, because if you have rage in the sense of thinking like that, it's gonna deplete. It's gonna show depletion, right? It's gonna show, Spirit, that you resonate with symbolisms of depletion. Spirit said, don't do that to yourself. Just be happy. Just be blessed. Just move on about. Somebody said, leave the dog and go on about your business. Now, the message to you and the realization of you is realizing that this person, they had that lustful mentality of just feeling that you were supposed to play the role that made them feel comfortable, that your comfort was supposed to be about you making them comfortable. And Spirit said, leave that there. All right, it says split the deck here, and it says moment to moment. So moment to moment, can we have another split the deck, please? Okay, moment to moment with the Creator. If you feeling that your life is not at the best quality and potential that it could possibly be at, and you feeling that you are leaving parts of you behind by leaving this person, Spirit really wants to tap into the energy with you, alongside you, in support of you, to understand that this person is definitely a weight that you could not handle, nor are they a weight that you can afford waiting on. That it is necessary for you to be by yourself without the influences of what someone else feels would be best for you, because within them trying to influence you about what would be best for you, they're keeping themselves in mind of what would be best for them for you to do. Baby, okay. Spirit said we're gonna take these top cards. Okay. Yeah. So seeing that these cards landed right here, Spirit said, be yourself, and be full of courage. Because with this 10 of wands and this 9 of swords, it is causing projection. It is causing you so much agony trying to regulate yourself in a space with this person. You may not even realize how much more of a load you are carrying, and this person is literally feeling like that this is what you're supposed to do. Even though they know that they have a bit more, Spirit saying not a whole lot, even though they know they have a bit more that they could do to help adjust the weight that's on your back, this person literally, they're so lazy because of your presence, because you are willing to be around, because you have been the able body of performance that is willing to be around. Oh my goodness. And Spirit say it's time for both of y'all to grow up. It's time for you to grow up in the understanding that you don't need this, that this is only holding you back, and that you can grow so much further without this. In regards to them, it's time for them to handle their own. Spirit, where we want to go? Right here? Yep. Honey, shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. Look to the horizon. Trust in yourself. I don't feel that this is you not having self-esteem or a self-esteem issue. I feel that this is just you calling out what is a waste of time for you. And Spirit said you don't owe this person anything. And hell, if you do owe them a little money back, honey, send it to them after you remove yourself safely. But Spirit said you don't owe this person anything. This is just simply about you no longer wasting your time. And this person really don't like you to know this, although they already feel that you know it. Wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This person already feels that you know it. Just the longer that you stick around, the more this person deems you out to be a fool. And you are in ways causing confusion to them, because they know that they're pulling projection. This person, wow, this person, you're confusing them, because even though they know that they wouldn't have a lot of what they have, being time to do whatever they want to do if it wasn't for you. They wouldn't feel or have felt as confident about themselves, which is, Spirit is saying, a falsified esteem and confidence in themselves because of your presence being around. But this person, literally, they see you for exactly who you are. Now, they may not know all the specifics and all the aspects and the detail, but they see you for there it is. They see you for the enrichedness that you are. But for them, they are wondering, why are you even still there? And yes, they may fight you tooth and nail, just for an ego trip when you decide to leave, when they realize that you're going to leave. Once you do leave, they're definitely going to go on an ego trip. But they know they're not worthy of you. So Spirit said, why are you discounting your worth? Where are we going? Okay, so to end out this read, it's an ego. It is time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. Then you got 7. All right, there's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. You hear that, right? There's a need for a change in perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Meaning your train of mind and your mindset. So back here, with this, look at both sides. Though you understand, or though you're gaining the understanding of this person, and the looking at both sides is looking at yourself. Why you've been in this situation. Why have you allowed yourself to stay so prolonged in this situation? But the other side of the question is looking at yourself. If you, I'm sorry, no, Spirit said, fuck that. If you, no, once you're no longer in this situation, okay, it says reach, okay, where are we? Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. Rebels, I love and I adore you, but you gotta go live your life because obviously you got some shit that you need to go ahead and handle. And due to how this message went, even on my part of delivering this message, Spirit says stop repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Your actions definitely are more authentic than your words because words can be comprehended in so many different ways. Now, we can go through the whole school teacher mode of mm, mm, butterfly. Oh, butterfly is a compound word. So, are we talking about the butter that's in the refrigerator and something flying? Or are we talking about the insect? That was just the quickest example I can come up with at the moment. But Spirit says stop repeating yourself. Okay? Love you, Rebels. Go live your life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Go, Rebels.